Well, Coin 6 has learned about a ceiling collapse and mold infestation at a local housing complex for veterans. Now the city of Portland is red tagging this building, forcing all the veterans living there out.
So some of those veterans reached out to our Elise Haas, saying the building has been neglected for years and they're worried about where they're going to live. In this Coin 6 investigation, Elise went to those in charge to get answers about how this could happen with tax dollars.
Odds are you've driven by this rundown motel on Sandy Boulevard in Northeast Portland, not realizing what's behind the gates and the closed doors.
I had the roof cave in on my head, and it revealed so much black mold up there. It was just gross.
David White served his country in the Army. He's also one of those who's forced to move out of this government-funded housing complex called Sandy Studios. He showed me pictures of what his room looked like, including the mold.
There's been an ongoing just pattern of neglect here. This is a veterans-only housing complex. I expect better.
After being homeless for years, Sandy Studios was supposed to give David stability. But over the course of his 5 years living here, he dealt with water leaks and roaches and suffered from bed bugs.
They get paid $1,050 for a month of rent here, and it comes from our government. I want the people to know that it's being wasted here.
I went inside to see for myself. I found Army veteran Michael Flover living like this without a working sink.
So this sink doesn't have a pipe when you look down here. It's just coming through the bottom because the pipes are not connected.
I realized these were not apartments. They are 280 square foot kitchenless motel rooms. I saw problems like this leaking pipe in a bathroom ceiling. Outside, there's evidence of hoarding and cramped, hazardous conditions indoors.
Hi there. Hi, my name's Elise. I'm with Coin 6 News.
Every door I opened, veterans showed me maintenance issues.
I fought for this country, and I shouldn't be treated like this.
Our objective right now is making sure that the dangerous conditions are addressed.
I met with city inspectors. They showed me reports confirming the pest infestations, water leaks, and mold. The city declared Sandy Studios dangerous, ordering the property owner to get everyone out by March 10th.
And so we'll hold the owner accountable through fines and citations to get the building fixed.
Did you have any idea that it was like that?
So I hadn't seen images like that.
I sat down with Mark Jolin, the director of the Joint Office of Homeless Services, and showed him the conditions.
I had heard that there were significant issues with the water damage, but missing pipes and things like that, that was not anything that I was aware of.
The Joint Office of Homeless Services budgets nearly $640,000 tax dollars a year for the nonprofit Do Good Multnomah to run the programs and day-to-day maintenance at Sandy Studios.
So the issue that I think that taxpayers are going to have about this, Mark, is that Do Good is putting on their website that they provide all of these services and that Sandy Studios is a safe, supported housing complex for disabled veterans. And then in reality, I go there and I find all of these seniors who are living in squalor in a dangerous building, right? So how do you explain that, and how do you expect the public to trust that you guys are taking care of our people and our money?
As we get through this process of getting folks out as quickly as possible, then we're going to have to come back around and understand what it was that happened here in this particular instance and what we need to take away, what we need to learn from that.
The executive director of Do Good, Chris Ayosa, says the maintenance company fixes most of the issues.
The outliers are the individuals that when maintenance shows up, they are not allowed in their units for whatever reason. And then after time after time after time, the maintenance will just say, okay, this individual does not want us into their unit.
During COVID, Ayosa says social workers made fewer in-person visits, which compounded problems of mental illness and drug addiction. Chris believes the veterans should have never been placed here.
No hot water pressure in my sink, kitchen sink.
So why did you say yes to signing on to this motel then?
I get really emotional about this. I'm a veteran. And the idea that veterans should be houseless or homeless is unfathomable to me. And I was hopeful that if I had the opportunity to take over this program to help support veterans and then eventually move them into something more appropriate for them.
Chris hopes to get the veterans into homes his nonprofit is building, but they won't be finished for nearly a year.
At the tone, please record your message.
Hi Ganesh, this is Elise Haas with Coin 6 News. Sandy Studios is owned by 3800 Parham LLC. I called the president of the company, Ganesh Sonpatki. He didn't want to do an interview, but in a statement he said in part, Parham Hotel Group will continue to work closely with the City of Portland and repair and renovations contractors. We regret the inconvenience our veteran tenants have endured through the building challenges and resolve to support them during their housing transition. Sonpatki partners with the city and county on multiple motels to house the homeless. The 5-year lease at Sandy Studios alone has earned his company more than $2.5 million in taxpayer dollars.
This is a colossal waste.
David's now in a real apartment, while the remaining veterans are being put up in a different motel.
What do you want for them?
Oh, I want him to get to a normal place and have a kitchen and a bedroom. Yeah, that would be awesome because I don't know, I don't think they've ever known anything different. A lot of them came off the streets.
Now the veterans say they can only hope for better public housing in the future. In Northeast Portland, Elise Haas, Coin 6 News.
So by the beginning of April, the city, county, and the nonprofit temporarily moved the 30 remaining veterans into the Best Value Inn Motel in Southeast Portland. But officials say it could be months before they find them a permanent place to live.